How we created 39 million views, hit record-breaking sales, and made the Fort retail park a tourist destination. Now, what if I told you that we had a partner that didn't have a mass following, but we created 39 million views for them? Now, it all started with one funny, moody, and quick-witted character, Mr. Moody. Now let's face it, Christmas shopping can be stressful. You've got parking headaches, long queues, the stress of having to go to a shop and actually get what you want to get if they've got it in. Along with this, you've got ads that feel like ads. We knew that we needed to create something totally different to make Retail Park really stand out. That's when we started thinking outside of the box. We looked at what other retail parks are doing and we thought, how can we create something that's totally different, that's going to captivate an audience, make them feel like there's something different about this place and it's worthy of a visit, but also to educate them on the USPs of this retail park. So we introduced Mr. Moody. Think of him as your unfiltered uncle, someone that, you know, they've got no filter, but somehow they get away with what they're saying. He's that type of character. In a culture where, you know, we live in cancel culture 24/7 and people are scared to say something, we thought, why don't we introduce a character that can engage with guests at the fort, but capture those moments and create content series from those moments. Something magical for all different demographics that tend to shop at the Fort retail park. Now, we wanted to make sure that Mr. Moody could be relatable to all demographics that come to the park, whether it's families, couples, singles, or the elderly. We wanted to make sure that we hit every single market with the content. So we captured special moments at the fort with Mr. Moody while he's engaging with these groups of people. At the same time, we gave him certain scripts and certain things to mention to make sure that we cover all grounds, whether it's talking about the free parking, click and collect, or simple fact, there's so many brands at the fort. Now, to make the campaign work, we didn't just rely on humor. We used social currency, cognitive bias, and relatable content. Social currency: when people share content that's heartwarming or funny, it makes them look like they're in the know to their friends. Mr. Moody created these magical moments for people with different things like, we need more of this, the Christmas spirit has been dead lately. What a great marketing plan. Most kids will love this, never mind the moms and dads. Now, this is where you can learn a lot from viewers' feedback. In the comment section, it's literally like a reviews of your series. It gives you reviews on your content, what's performing well and what's working. You read the comments and then you can see, actually, if people are saying, oh, I see Mr. Moody, I stop straight away. If you're seeing things like that, then you know to use him within your thumbnail because it's going to grab attention. There's certain feedback that you can collect from your audience in the comment section. It's honestly gold, and not enough people use this. Other comments that we got was, this spreads Christmas cheer. People were often talking about in the comment section, now it's starting to feel like Christmas because they've watched a certain piece of content. You've become a part of their 2024 Christmas journey and you've helped them to feel more of the Christmas spirit. Now, if you're delivering the content that puts people in the Christmas spirit, this is really going to resonate with your audience, because when they think of going to the shopping centre and actually spending money and buying these Christmas presents for whoever it is that they're buying, they're going to think of you and you're going to be top of mind. This is really important for your brand. Now, although it's Mr. Moody that they're seeing at the Fort shopping centre, it doesn't really matter because it's the attachment of the Fort brand. The Fort brand is building relationships because they're creating these magical, memorable moments with the viewers. This is vital, especially when you think of top of mind. If you're thinking, I need to go and quickly grab a present, where can I go that is easy access? It isn't going to cost loads for parking because it's free, and I can just go in there and grab it. I can even search online and use click and collect. If you've got these selling points, it's very easy to attract people because people want convenience. They don't want headache. They want simplicity because life is complicated as it is. Relatability, where we have something that's relatable for every single demographic and psychographic that we want to attract. We had something for families, couples, and we had something for single people as well that were shopping alone. So capturing those magical moments where children are running over to Mr. Moody and he's making them take a picture and he's playing around with them. Viewers that have children, they're going to find this relatable because they're going to be thinking, maybe if I pop to the fort, I'm going to bump into Mr. Moody and create these magical moments with my children. So where am I going to go? Somewhere where I can't create these moments, or somewhere where there is a possibility I can create these moments. Like, that is the key, and that's how we wanted to position ourselves over Christmas. So we had something for couples too. There was one guy that had a pair of shorts in the middle of winter, December, and Mr. Moody was taking the mick out of his shorts. Now, this is relatable to a lot of people because everybody knows that one guy that walks around in shorts. So people are thinking about people and tagging people that they know go around in shorts and saying, make sure when you go to the fort, you don't wear shorts because you might bump into Mr. Moody. So from there, you create almost inside humor, inside jokes, inside memes. Anytime that you create that and people that go there understand that, you're creating a sense of belonging. Is another unique form of human behavior that people crave. If you can create a sense of belonging where it's almost an inside joke and people are talking about it in the comments then become a community. And that's the key, especially for 2025 going forward. The comment section is everything. Cognitive bias. We use cognitive bias, surprise and humor to really resonate with our audience. We had one of our viral videos hit 5.8 million views on TikTok and 2.1 million views on Instagram. And it was just simply the element of surprise of a customer coming outside of Primark with a pair of pajamas that looked like our character. It was the character's reaction and also the big smile of almost pride from the shopper who couldn't wait to show our character what he had brought. Now this was the perfect combination along with the mix of editing, and this was totally raw, like unplanned filming. First, I must admit, it first happened and then I asked them to replay it. So what actually happened was, as we was filming, he's come out the store, we've seen him, he's done the actual act, and then I've says, can you rerun that please? And he's literally rerun the same thing and done exactly what he did in the first instance on that piece of content, because I knew it would make great content. So straight away we captured that, put that out, we put a little bit of the, you know, the special sauce in it with the thumbnails and the hooks and all that kind of stuff, and edited it a certain way to make sure that it went viral, and it went viral. So yeah, it just shows you cognitive bias is crucial to content, especially nowadays. Now we didn't just stop at Mr. Moody's banter with guests. We actually showed all the unique features at the fort, features like the easy access, the click and collect, the free parking, things like that. We tailored into our scripts and made sure that he delivered them when he was with guests or when he was on his own. And we built a whole campaign around this. We did this by making it educational but also entertaining at the same time, so people are more likely to watch it and share it with others. You know, if you start talking about facts about it's got free parking and it's got click and collect and things like that, and you just got someone standing there talking, it's not going to be as humorous and shareable. Now the campaign becomes so successful that people were traveling from London, Manchester and even Cornwall just in hopes to see Mr. Moody, because we created that much of a community in the comment section. People started to look at him like a type of celebrity. But what this was doing, all these people that wanted to see Mr. Moody at the fort, it was actually increasing footfall and increasing dwell time at the fort, because people were walking around not knowing when they was going to see him. Was he going to show up today, or was there a certain day that he would show up? But people were traveling from far and wide in hopes to see Mr. Moody. So here are the results of the campaign. 39 million views across all socials, record-breaking sales, and a new record amount of footfall coming to the fort, along with fort staff becoming mini celebrities and people coming up to them and asking them for selfies, along with some of the guests becoming celebrities and getting recognized when they're traveling to the fort, and also even some people building their own social media platforms from the results of being featured in this content that went viral. Now why this matters is because we use content series to create special moments with our guests, but we also created special moments and special memories for all our guests that actually come to the fort. Now this creates a Disney style of content where, like Disney, you become a media company and people go to Disneyland to capture some of the magic that happens from the films. So that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to create the content so that it resonates with people and they come to the fort in hopes that they can create special moments. Now this has a knock-on effect to all businesses that were at the fort, and all businesses actually increased their take-ins over the Christmas period compared to the previous year. Now this is why content series are really good, because they're binge worthy and people on TikTok like to binge watch content. Now think of your content as a snowball. Every share is like adding another layer to your snowball, growing it bigger and bigger until it becomes something that is unmissable on social media, to the point where I think everybody in Birmingham would have saw one piece of content from the fort. Now these types of results can be achieved for any business and any brand. You just need to take a step back and look at the overall strategy that you want to approach it with, and you want to be thinking content series, because content series, like I said before, they're binge worthy and they're really relatable. Short little snippets will always outperform long form content. Long form content has its place, but short form content will just dominate. So if you want campaigns that are highly relatable, that are going to deliver results for your brand and generate profit, you need to think in terms of content series. You can do this with any brand or any business. You just need to take a step back and look at your overall strategy. We could have took the approach like other shopping centers and just showed products that they were selling and new openings and things like that. But the thing is, that market is saturated and everyone is doing it the same old way. The approach we wanted to take is we wanted to win places in hearts and minds by creating magical moments that are memories that people will share from every demographic, that makes people feel that fuzzy Christmassy feeling inside, because that was the season and that was the approach that we was taking. It also helps to have good talent like Mr. Moody, who is very creative when it comes to speaking to guests and actually engaging with them, and he can remember the lines that we gave him in order to deliver them and mention key words and phrases that we wanted mentioned in the content. Not all of the content was scripted, some of it was freestyle and he just said certain keywords and phrases and we just edited it a certain way. Now make sure you follow us for more storytelling tactics and strategies that you can use for your brand. Let us know in the comments below if you saw Mr. Moody over the Christmas period, and I'll see you on the next one.